Alright, here we are, round 4, winning the die roll, thankfully. And hopefully we can go 4-1 again. That would be fantastic if I could do that on video for you guys. What do we have here? We have ourselves a keeper. Unfortunately, it's a little land heavy. I'm trying to decide what I want to do. I think I want to lead with Pendlehaven, which is a little unusual, but I want to keep the Wooded Foothills open for sure, because I want to brainstorm stuff away. So I'm not exactly hopeful for the 4-1 because we lost one match that was I'm not going to say a good matchup for us, but if we play against a control deck, we're going to be in some trouble. Alright, Deathrite Shaman off of Bayou could mean any number of things. It's not particularly telling at all. So here I'm going to go for that Trop. And we're just basically going to hope that they don't have Abrupt Decay on turn 2, because if they do, we're going to be very sad. But we could be playing against Shardless Bug, we could be playing against any flavor of Delver, we could be playing against Jund, though Jund is less likely off of a polluted Delta. Okay, Brainstorm, that's fine. I would hope that means they're not playing Abrupt Decay, but they still have the mana open, so it is certainly possible. If they do play Abrupt Decay, we always can crop rotation, or we can crop rotation the Trop to get an Ink Moth, and then we'll be in pretty good shape if we can just draw some pump spells. Okay. What is it? Okay. Looking like Decay. No, double black, so they're going to play him on us. Alright. That gives us some interesting choices. I could Pendlehaven the Trop to get another Trop, and then use that Trop to Brainstorm, and I think I like that plan. Let's do that. I don't love the plan, because it does mean that we don't get to get rid of all of our cards, but it also means that we can't dig up an Ink Moth. This actually gets all the gas out of our hand anyway. Alright, Stifle and Invigorate. I think I'm going to put the Invigorate under the Stifle. They know about our Savannah, but they only made us discard lands, which is great. So the question here becomes, how frightened am I of Disfigure? And I'm going to go with not frightened. That gives us 3. Invigorate will give us an additional 4, which means we can hit for 7 next turn and win the game. Unless they have Force of Will or something similar. Play a fetch, play a fetch, play a fetch, play a fetch. I just want to Stifle. Because this card's, you know, it has very few uses. No fetch so far. Exiling a land. Could I Stifle that? Well, there's 2 questions here. A of all, can I Stifle this? And it looks like I can. I don't know why, but I guess just because of the way the ability's set up. So I could Stifle it. And I think I'm going to do that. Because I don't want to get decayed, quite frankly. That's weird, because usually mana abilities can't be countered, but I think it's just the way that this is set up, it requires you to get the land out of the bin. I don't know if they were baiting out a Stifle, but they certainly played around it. Don't do it, man. Don't do it. Shit. Okay, so that makes our life a lot harder. Oh god, Ancestral Vision. So that makes me question whether we even want the pump spell. Like, we could try to kill them with normal damage. That wouldn't be the craziest thing I've ever seen. I think I'd rather just try and draw like an Ink Moth or something. This is not looking good. This is not a good matchup for us. Playing against Shardless Bug. So it's going to be tough, especially losing a game 1 win on the draw. Or on the... Did we win the die roll? We did win the die roll. So winning game 1 on the play is pretty tough. Or losing it is pretty tough. We should be able to win, and if we can't, we're just way behind. I guess we really just needed the vines or something there, and that seems like the nail in our coffin. Double Goyf? Good God, man. We're not winning this. Yeah. I could probably just concede here, but I won't. So unfortunately they've seen our Savannah, which means they know that we could have Rest in Peace. Holy God, man. 3 Tarmogoyfs. Oh my God, at least he only has 1 card in hand. It doesn't really matter, because unless we draw, like, Infect Threat and then Pump Spell. Well, we drew Pump Spell, but that's kind of the wrong order. That's the problem here, is that we can't just draw one or the other. We have to draw both in the right order, preferably. And then he's going to draw 3 cards next turn, so he'll find a way to kill the threat even if we draw it. We have to double block. Or not double block, but double chump. Chumpity, 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 chump. Go to 4. Alright, well, game 3 it is. So given what they did there, I'm going to be taking out Become Immense in favor of double Rest in Peace. It just turns off every card we saw from them, other than, well, you know what I mean, all the creatures we saw from them. Alright, so I'm going to take out our Force of Wills because they just have so much card advantage. 2 for 1ing ourselves is going to be problematic. Viridian Corruptor I'm going to bring in to destroy their Shardless agents and Baleful Strixes and stuff, and we can also dig it up with Green Sun Zenith, which is nice. Sylvan Library just gets us card advantage. I'm going to leave in Dryad Arbor, but take out Stifle, because Stifle's done its job at this point. We'll probably just bring in Spell Pierce since we're taking out so many forces. And Dryad Arbor's good against Liliana and sometimes Jace. So that's why I'm going to leave him in. Piracy Charm is a card. I don't think I love it. But other than Piracy Charm, I don't think I really want Necropedes. So the question becomes, is there anything else I want to take out? I don't think so. I might want Piracy Charm, but not badly enough, so let's ship it. I'm not bringing in Swords to Plowshares, because just 1 for 1ing them isn't good enough. We just want to combo out as fast as possible, and Rest in Peace is good. Oh God. Oh God. Wow, we're keeping. The question is what the hell we do after we keep. We could Green Sun Zenith for Dryad Arbor if we felt so inclined. I don't think that I do. I'd rather just play like Glistener Elf and try to go for the ultra fast combo kill. You never know, we might be able to just brainstorm into like 3 Invigorates or something. Disfig? I don't think so, sir. If he wants to kill our elf, he's gonna have to try harder than that. Land? That's kind of like a land. The question is, what do we do now? Do we get rid of the Bayou to get in for our guaranteed point? Yeah. So my line here is going to be to kill the Bayou, because he's unlikely to have multiple 1-mana kill spells, even post-board. And then, next turn, play Tropical Island Brainstorm, because then double Invigorate is just an auto-kill. And there's not much he can likely do about it. Brainstorm here. Land, elf, you say? Let's do something like that, I guess. Especially if he doesn't play a creature next turn, we just have a turn, we have an immediate kill. And we got some ways of drawing more cards, which is nice. Abrupt Decay? Okay. Please tell me I put Glistener Elf on top. Sincerely hope I did. Please, 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 please. I did not, because I'm an idiot, apparently. That's okay, we'll just play Sylvan Library this turn instead. I say that's okay, but I'm actually lying. It's not okay. That was a mistake. We probably should have just, like, played Sylvan Library and, like, Green Sun Zenith or something this turn. Like, we're officially behind now. Because now he has way more options to get rid of our Glistener Elf. Since it's not on the table, he can counter it, and what have you. So maybe we get lucky and he just, I don't know, does literally anything else. Baleful Strix. That's not a card I wanted to see. It's going to cost us 4 mana to Green Sun Zenith for a card that kills that. Always yield. Gonna go with always yes as well. Listener Elf Berserk. Alright. I think I'm just gonna pay the life to keep my cards. I guess I didn't really have to pay for the foothills, but oh well. We're in a strong enough position that if we can resolve a threat, we just win. Kind of. Not exactly, it's not that easy, but it's pretty much that easy. I'll just get a basic this time. Try and play our elf. It resolves somehow. Green Sun Zenith for another elf, maybe? I don't think I'm wholly against that. I'll do that. Where'd our first elf go? Oh yeah, he got killed. If he wants to blow up a trop, that's fine by me. What the hell? Dismember? Okay. Which member? Dismember. Okay. I can live with that, I think. Unfortunately, Invigorate Berserk does not give us, like, first strike or anything fancy. But I think we have enough mana to, like, Invigorate Vines Berserk anyway. Oh, god damn it. Don't you dare. Don't you dare play another Abrupt Decay. Ah, gross. I guess that was my fault. I could have held up Vines or something instead. That could have been a mistake. But we might just get lucky and hit another threat here anyway. Sylvan Library is a pretty powerful card, I think, considering when we got it especially. Ooh, do I want to pay life for these things? I wouldn't mind having a Blighted Agent. I'm going to play Blighted Agent. Hope he doesn't have a Force. Force is pretty bad for us. Okay. And then if this Blighted Agent survives till our next to his end step, then I won't draw. Then I'll shuffle so that I don't get the Ink Moth, but otherwise I'm just gonna try and use that Ink Moth. Liliana of the Veil. Hey now. That is a huge pain in my ass. Yeah, I can't actually do anything about that. So we're obviously not gonna shuffle now. We get bashed down to 9, we play an Ink Moth, he pluses Lily, and then we hopefully can find a way to win the game somehow. But it's not unlikely that he has a Force of Will in hand with a blue spell. Another Blighted Agent, you say? Part of me does want to pay the life. I think that part of me knows what it's doing. This way, getting 2 threats down instead of 1 just gives us more flexibility, and it gives us... It makes it easier for us to deal with whatever he has planned there. We do have to discard Vines of Vastwood, though, which is a shame. Him to Turak. So he's actually just going to wipe out our entire hand. So at this point, we're basically dead, I want to say. What was on top of our library? Like a Savannah? Yeah, we got to get that out. We got to get that out immediately. So yeah, that was probably the best thing he possibly could have had. I'm going to animate Inkmoth Nexus here and invigorate it because I don't care about his life total at all. And I'd rather not take the extra point of damage. So yeah, that was the absolute worst thing that could have happened to us. Because he got rid of our entire hand, which we needed to win. But like I said, this is not untypical playing against this deck, so oh well. I'll still be happy if we 3-2. He's gonna attack with Baleful Strix anyway. I forgot this thing has stupid Death Touch, doesn't it? I guess the difference between 4 and 3 isn't really that big. The difference between 5 and 4 is huge. The difference between 4 and 3 is not. Oh god, a goddamn Goyf. Goyf and a Hoif. You may draw 2 additional cards. As if that's what I needed. Spell Pierce and Ponder. Obviously we can only have one, so I think what I'm going to do is draw the Ponder, and then use it, and then cry myself to sleep. Light Agent, Spell Pierce, Savannah. Yeah, that's not good enough. Shuffle. Draw a green Sun Zenith. Which we can't cast for enough, right? 1, 1, 2, 3. Actually, we can cast for enough. And mayhaps we should. Though the issue there being... And by enough, I mean to cast Verdane Corruptor. So we could Corruptor his Baleful Strix, but then we wouldn't actually have anything to block with. So if we don't play it now, or something at least, we'll be in trouble. I guess we could block with the Corruptor. Yeah, we'll just use the Corruptor as a blocker. Blow up his flyer, use Corruptor to block. Doesn't seem like the worst plan. Bash for 1. It also means that... I guess I could have killed Lily, but considering we have no cards in hand, I don't really care. We just need to get the poison on him now so that we can Sylvan Library a pump spell and kill him. This is actually close. We might be able to make it. But he might also just play another Abrupt Decay on her Corruptor and then win the game outright. We're definitely not a huge edge. Like, we're definitely at a huge disadvantage to win the game, but it's possible, so... Yep, and there it is. I guess I'll make him kill us. And there it is. Alright, well, see you in the next round.